Most small businesses think they're too small to be targeted by hackers, but that couldn't be further from the truth. According to the US Small Business Administration, small businesses make up 99.9% of all US businesses. That's like 33 million companies, and the majority have fewer than 100 employees. And you know something? Hackers know this. And they also know that most of those businesses have weak defenses. In fact, over 43% of all cyber attacks target small businesses. So today, I'm breaking down the top 3 cybersecurity mistakes I see small businesses make all the time, and more importantly, how to fix them. So, not long ago, we worked with a small architecture firm here in Texas. They had about 25 employees, everything running off cloud storage and email. They were using Microsoft 365 in the cloud. Great stuff. Except, one of their admins received an email that looked exactly like a Microsoft login alert. It said her account was compromised and asked her to log in to verify. So she clicked it, typed in her credentials, and went about her day. Crazy thing is, it turns out it was a phishing email. Within hours, attackers had full access to her email. They were quietly monitoring communication, looking for wiring instructions, vendor invoices, anything they could exploit. And it could have been prevented with a few simple precautions. Mistake number 1, relying only on antivirus. A lot of business owners think, I've got antivirus, I'm good. But traditional antivirus is like locking your front door while leaving the back window wide open. It only protects you from what it already knows. The truth is, today's threats don't always look like viruses. We're talking about fileless attacks, zero-day exploits, and things like PowerShell abuse that slip right past basic protection. What you actually need is EDR, endpoint detection and response. EDR doesn't wait for a threat signature. It watches behavior in real time. If a user opens a file that starts encrypting your entire file server, EDR notices and can isolate that machine instantly. We helped the client set up EDR a few months ago, and it paid off huge for them. A junior employee downloaded a free PDF editor from like some sketchy website. EDR caught the suspicious activity in seconds and quarantined the device before anything spread. And without that, it would have been a full network breach and a complete disaster. So bottom line, antivirus isn't enough. If you're running a business in 2025, you need next-gen tools watching your back. Mistake number 2, no multi-factor authentication. Let me ask you something. How many of your employees reuse the same password for work and personal accounts? Let's be honest, it's probably a lot. Some of you probably reuse the same password. That's why 80 to 90% of data breaches still come from compromised credentials. MFA, or multi-factor authentication, is ridiculously effective. It adds one more step, a text, a push notification, a code that blocks attackers from logging in, even if they have your password. I can't count how many businesses I've worked with who skipped MFA because it felt inconvenient. But it's more inconvenient to explain to your clients that their data was stolen. Here's a quick tip. Roll out MFA on email and cloud apps first. That's where most breaches start. Then expand to remote access, file servers, admin tools, anything critical. It needs to have MFA. And yes, even for the CEO, especially for the CEO. In fact, if your CEO does not want MFA, you need to have a serious talk with that individual, because this is the most important step you could take to have better security within the organization. Mistake number 3, no employee cybersecurity awareness training. You can have great tools, fancy firewalls, the whole setup, but none of that matters if someone on your team clicks the wrong thing. Phishing emails today aren't laughably bad. They're sophisticated. I've seen fake DocuSign links that look exactly like the real thing. I've seen attackers impersonate clients, vendors, even internal staff. And yet, most small businesses do zero training. There's no simulations, no reminders, just hoping people know to do better. You're expecting them to have this knowledge, skills, and abilities, this education, and not giving them the tools to at least know this stuff. So what's the solution? Short, regular cybersecurity awareness training. Run a quarterly phishing simulation. Send a 3-minute video every month with tips. Create a Slack or Teams channel for reporting suspicious messages. Have a standard operating procedure in place so that they know how to identify and report these kinds of things. I've seen teams go from 40% phishing fail rate to under 5% in 6 months, just by creating a culture around security. You don't need perfection, you just need progress. Okay, so what you should do now. Let's start off with a quick recap. Antivirus alone won't cut it. Get modern protection like EDR. Passwords aren't enough. Just use MFA everywhere you can. Your team is your first line of defense. Train them like it. And look, you don't need a 20-person IT department. You just need to stop ignoring this stuff. Most of it's affordable, and a lot of it is easy to roll out. But ignoring the basics, that's what gets small businesses crushed. All because of what? I wanted to save money. I didn't know any better. I didn't think about this. I was focused in some other area of my business. IT should not take the back burner of any organization. It should be the forefront. It should be the forefront of your mind. It should be the main thing that you're focusing on. And that's what we're trying to do in this video. We're trying to educate and help our clients and help people just like them, just like you, do better with their systems, their network, their infrastructure, their security, all around. If you run a business and want more no BS tech advice like this, subscribe to the channel. I'll keep making videos that break this stuff down without any of the fluff. And if you've made any of these mistakes, don't beat yourself up about it. Just start fixing them now. I appreciate you taking the time. Thanks for watching. Take care.